Hello, my name is Izzy Miller and I am the host and founder of the Uni Self-Empowerment Retreat. This retreat only exists because 6 years ago I was in a relationship that I thought was going to be the last relationship I was ever in. I thought I was in a relationship with the man of my dreams. We rented a house together, and a week before we were meant to move in together, I found out that he'd been cheating on me for the entirety of our 2-year relationship, and nothing had ever taught me how to deal with that grief. I saw myself as a victim. I was so emotional that I got fired from my brand new job. Without being in a job, I could no longer afford the flat, so I had to move back in with my mum. I started working out so much that I made myself ill as a way to process the grief. I got drunk on too many occasions and was not the best version of myself, so I lost multiple friends, and my whole life seemed to just be spiraling downwards. And I was grieving that relationship for almost a year until I realised I was fed up with feeling that way, and I was desperate to turn my life around and to become the person that I knew I could be. So I started researching neuroscience. I started understanding how the brain works and why we feel and react the way that we do. I started implementing what I was learning, and within a matter of 6 months, I was the happiest I had ever been. Like literally, I would wake up with a smile on my face before I'd even open my eyes. I was that excited about myself and my life in a way that I could never have imagined. So with this realization that these strategies had literally changed my life, I started sharing them on TikTok, and so many people would comment saying, I really needed to hear this today. This has completely changed the way I've been seeing myself. I saw this video 3 months ago. I wanted to come back because what you said in that video completely stopped my overthinking. Because the advice on there resonated so well with people, I was asked to do coaching, and then I started going into schools and universities and organizations delivering talks and workshops. I was invited onto the radio multiple times. And what I realized was it wasn't just me that had hit rock bottom and needed these strategies to completely rewire my brain and give me the life that I'd always dreamed of. There were so many other people out there that were experiencing the same thing but had no idea if it was even possible to become that person. As inspirational as a TikTok can be, and as awesome as it can be to have someone motivational come into your school or have a coaching session with someone who has the life that you would love to have, nothing is as powerful as immersion. And so this retreat has changed so many lives. We've had people who were deeply suicidal who have left the retreat absolutely in love with life and haven't had a suicidal thought since. We've had people that have been so anxious they couldn't even walk to the shop alone, and now are going on holidays to New York, to Scotland, to all kinds of places by themselves, who are starting small businesses because they finally have the courage, the confidence and the tools and the mindset to support their dreams. So if you are coming out of a long-term relationship and really struggling with the breakup, if you're having a quarter-life crisis and feel so lost, if you are struggling with depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, you are not broken. And I know this because I have seen other people in your situation, in your shoes, be at complete rock bottom, and within a week, they've met the most like-minded, supportive group of individuals. They are more clear-minded than they have ever been before. They have clarity on how to make decisions and what they should be doing with their life. They know how to process emotion. They understand how their brain works, and most importantly, they know how to rewire it.